What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of Reef RX. Today I'm going to show you how to change your filter fleece on your Klir Di-4 filter rollers. Let's get started. So here's my sump, and there on the left are my two Klir Di-4 filter rollers. The fleece has been exhausted in there, so it's time to change them. The first thing I'm going to do is grab a 5-gallon bucket so I don't get water all over my floor, and I also put down a small blanket. I like to use moving blankets when I'm working on my tank. So both of these filter fleece rollers are connected together, so the motor runs simultaneously when activated. I use this Y connector here to control both of them at the same time. So first I'll remove the first roller out of the sump. They do bend in half, so if you don't have much height room, they're easier to get out, like so. Now we'll pull out the second one. Alright, so now I have both filter rollers out of my sump, so now I can go ahead and change out the roll. So I'll take the covers off of the top, and then I'll start by removing the old roll. So this motor piece slides up, and there is your old roll, and it should pull right off, just like so. So this is what it looks like with no roll. You can see it's kind of dirty, so I'm going to get a paper towel just to clean it up a bit, get all the detritus off and leftover fish poop and whatnot. And you can see all the waste that came off of that. So next I need to disconnect the bottom piece. There's a little screw here which you're going to unscrew. Don't lose this screw, this will be important. And then this piece will slide right off. So this is what you get when you open up your new pack of filter fleece. You have your fleece roll, and then you have the collection roll for the motor that we'll install. So I'll peel apart the tape. Be careful you don't do that. Take the gray roll that was inside the filter roller before you removed it to install into the new fleece. This will set in on one side, that allows it to fit. And then you'll thread this through the entire unit. These can be a bit tricky to feed this, but once you get it, it's still better than having to change out filter socks every couple of days. So you want to make sure the fleece is being threaded on the outside of all the rolls here. There's several different rolls throughout the unit. Make sure it's on the outer edge. And then this comes to the top, which is where we'll connect this piece to the motor. So I like to get a small piece of packing tape to tape this along the top. You can roll this a few times to get it to hold to itself, but either or is fine. So now that I have my piece of packing tape, go ahead and get this stuck to the roll. Make sure you connect this to the right end. You want the hole in this roll to go towards the motor, unlike I just did. Then you can reconnect the motor, insert the roll to the piece sticking out of the motor, make sure you line it up, and then you can place the motor in its resting spot. So this piece just slides back up into place, and then you'll screw it back on. Just like so. Then you can replace the cover, replace the optical sensor if you removed it, and you can install this back into your sump. So now we'll change out the roll in the second unit. There's still a little bit of fleece left in this unit, but that's alright. There's not enough to make me go back and change it later. They run at the same time, so there's probably hardly anything left. And there you have it. Both filter fleece rolls have been replaced in both these Klir Di-4 filter fleece rollers. This is a great alternative than having to replace and wash filter socks every few days. I only have to change these rolls probably every 6 to 8 weeks. So for this 20 minutes it took me to do this, over the course of 6 to 8 weeks, it's much better than washing filter socks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you when you have to change your Klir Di-4 filter fleece rollers. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments. And if you'd like to see videos of similar content, please be sure to subscribe.